Welcome back to DXB. Today we are talking about all different communities in the UAE, specifically in Dubai, and we have to include wellness. And that's why our next guest is the founder of Breasy, a wellness and recovery community right here in the city. Please join us in welcoming Julien El Khoury. Julien, thank you so much for being here.
Thank you for having me.
So we've mentioned Breasy, it's wellness and recovery, but what do you do with Breasy exactly, and how is it a community?
So Breasy started about 2 years ago, inviting the local community in Dubai for a workout on the beach, to move, breathe, and do something non-conventional such as a cold plunge as a community gathering. And here we are 2 years later. We specialize in hosting experiential wellness events such as our floating breathwork editions that are quite popular lately. We have our run club as well that we host on the Palm, and many other stuff that we're working on for this beautiful season coming ahead as well.
It's amazing to see. Thank you so much for being here. I've
Thanks
seen you on Instagram a lot recently, and every time I see those floating breathwork things, I'm like, I need to sign up for one of these. So what is someone who's new to this, what can I expect?
So breathwork is all about regulating your nervous system, right? That's ultimately, and disconnecting from all the noise and all the fast pace that we live in Dubai. I call it also a decluttering session for our brain. We tend to accumulate a lot of information from social media, from work, from life, from everything we go through every day. So it's important to go back to the basics, just take a deep breath, and bring our awareness to the present moment and to what's actually important to us in our lives, in our daily lives. Like, who are we grateful for? What are we grateful for? Because we tend to forget that.
Have any of you done the floating breath work, by the way?
No, I have not.
I don't know if you've seen a reel that I posted. You haven't done it either.
I've done floating sound healing.
Sound healing.
Yeah.
Okay.
Similar.
I don't think
Similar.
it's at the same level though, because honestly, I tried one of the classes and it is phenomenal. And I want to imagine like a Hans Zimmer soundtrack in your ears. You can't hear anything else, and you see these lights, and you're floating, and you're feeling the wind. And honestly, it is such an incredible meditative experience, because I'm not somebody who's like, just breathe in, breathe out. That's not my jam usually. And I have to say, it was really a healing journey. So I feel like you're not selling it enough. You need to go big. This thing is like amazing. It's really amazing.
I'm just curious, because earlier on, Dina and I were actually talking about like proper breathing techniques, and you were talking about the square and everything. How
Box
different
breathing.
is just, box breathing, is that it? So how different is it from just normal breathing in, breathing out?
You know, on a daily basis, we all breathe about 30,000 times, right?
Okay.
But doing conscious breathing, where you're really focused on how long you're inhaling for, if you're holding your breath, if you're retaining your breath out, combining all these techniques together, I always say it's not a spiritual practice, it's modern science combined with finding these ancient breathing techniques and putting them together in a nice sound journey, as you mentioned. So that's why we use our noise cancelling headphones. And everyone is immersed in their own journey. You're floating, you lose any sense of gravity and attachment to anything grounded around you, and you literally feel you're flying.
Yeah,
But it's also like, you start with like slow, gradual breaths, and then it starts to be really like
Intensifies,
intense, and it's like you're working through something. It's almost like you're trying to unknot something. And remember, the entire time, the guide is speaking to you about stuff that, it really emotional baggage, like it's your therapist speaking to, telling you to like release all this stuff, and you're like, I can't explain it.
This is different to the breath work, the sound healing that
Yes.
I did.
It is. I think the sound healing is a bit more passive, where
Yeah.
you just, it also helps you regulate your nervous system.
Yeah, I did fall asleep. But we're seeing all these communities.
regulate.
We're seeing all these communities. People awake. I find it crazy. People wake up at 7 a.m. on a Saturday and dip themselves in ice cold water. People are doing running clubs. People are doing breath work. I feel like this started in 2020, right after COVID.
True.
Once we were able to go out again and mix, people are being a lot healthier. Are you seeing a lot of people joining your community that have always been into fitness, or are you getting a lot of newcomers as well?
It's a mix of both. But we do get a lot of newcomers who are trying a breathwork for the first time, who've seen probably a podcast or a video about it, and they're curious to to see what kind of feeling they're going to get out of this. And honestly, it's addictive. Once you just let go, surrender, approach it with an open mindset to learn something, it is addictive.
I believe it.
I mean, coaches talked a lot about community and wellness and how healing that is. How has that applied to you?
Community is everything, because at the end of the day, you can go find a workout anywhere. You can go to the gym, work out by yourself. But once you join, once you find your tribe, once you find your community, the workout is different. Like you challenge yourself to do the extra rep, to run the extra mile perhaps, to run for the first time perhaps. We get a lot of newcomers to our run club who've never done a 5K before. And you challenge yourself to outgrow the limiting belief that you have set for yourself. I can never get into cold water. I can never run. And that community is your drive and your accountability to push yourself a little harder. Yeah.
It's amazing to see. Have you seen anyone, or can you share with us any one specific experience or transformation you've seen in somebody who is part of your community over the past 2 years, maybe?
We've had so many stories like that, but one that I remember is someone who recently moved to the city, started with the busy life between moving houses, starting a new job, and all of a sudden found himself burnt out. He came to Breasy to try breathwork for the first time and a cold plunge. And then 2 weeks later, we've seen him come back to challenge himself to run for the first time, run 5-6 kilometers with us. And then he kept on showing up for more gym sessions. And then a month later, he looked like a different person. Wow. So in tune, so centered. He made a lot of friends as well, because that's part of the community. You come in, you connect with like-minded people, and you find yourself adding few people on Instagram, sharing their connections.
I'm going to tell you about a loved one of mine, genuinely, who isn't feeling so great at the moment. They've been in the UAE for a couple of years. They're mid-20s, never really been into fitness, are very social to the point where if their immediate friends become busy, they suddenly feel very lonely.
Yeah.
What could they benefit if they were to come to Breasy?
I mean, one, you're going to take a pause from your busy life outside, and you're going to take a moment for yourself. You're going to show up for yourself. You're going to challenge yourself to do something that is new, such as a breathwork that could be just either a 20 minutes breathwork, a 1 hour breathwork that is going to, again, shift your awareness to the present moment. You're going to make new connections. You're going to meet new people. You're going to spend a beautiful day outside by the beach. You're going to challenge yourself to overcome a fear of a cold plunge or a run, and you might leave as a renewed and recharged person.
You know, what's really nice, what I've noticed with Breasy is that it's not just about connecting to yourself, it's also connecting to a community. Yes. Now, all these things that you mentioned, the cold plunge, the breathing exercise, it's something that you could do on your own if you choose to. But what's the benefit of doing it as a community?
There's that sense of accountability. You see other people who probably look less fit than you, and you see them doing their run, pushing themselves in the gym to lift a bit heavier, to go that extra rep, and then to do that cold plunge. And then you feel, okay, I can do that too. And then there's a sense of community. Let's say you've done your cold plunge last week and then you're back. You're gonna find yourself automatically helping a stranger to guide them through their first plunge as well. So it's that sense of unity. You know, you feel you're part of something bigger than yourself.
Oh, that's nice. Very nice.
I'm loving it. Okay, first class that I should try. Something you haven't mentioned yet. Something new or something coming.
And a new location that we were very honored to be part of the Louvre Museum 8th year anniversary 2 weeks ago. And we were honored to be one of the main wellness experiences. So we hosted our floating breathwork under the dome in the sea.
Oh my goodness, that's crazy.
120 people. It was a magical moment for us. And we're in communication with the team to host it as a regular thing, as to have like a permanent residency in the Louvre. We've had a lot of amazing feedback from people who just seen the video that they want to get that experience. So that's coming back soon.
Because they're currently doing the kayaking, right, around the Louvre? I mean,
They
I've
are,
done that.
I
I've done that, and it was beautiful. I can't even imagine sitting there and seeing all the, what are they called on the roof? Like, what is that? All those interconnecting
That
tiles.
structure is
Tiles are-
beautiful.
yeah.
It took them 8 years to build that roof alone. It's insane. And then we host our sessions time towards the sunset, so you see all that light thing
Oh
breaking
my
through
God.
the roof.
Beautiful.
It's a magical
We gotta
experience,
go.
Yeah.
We gotta go.
Yeah.
Julian, you're doing amazing work.
Thank you so
We
much.
wish we could have you on for longer, but it's almost time to end the show. But thank you so much for
It's been an
joining us
honor.
on
Thank you,
DXB
and I hope to
today.
see you guys at Breasy, huh? For a
Let's do
breathwork,
it.
for a class, for a
I'm going to
plunge.
bring my friend, the one I mentioned.
Please do.
Thank
I'm
you
waiting
so
for you
much.
guys.
And Coach Jenna, it's been an honor. You've been an amazing co-host, and we love what you're doing. We hope to see you again as well.
Thank you so much.